Alright, so let's get on with it. So this is either going to be a controversial video or a good video, depending on your stance. Go back to 2021 when they came out with the Ford Mustang Mach-E, and like all Mustang lovers, I was kind of like scratching my head. How is a four-door SUV electric vehicle a Mustang? So there's a lot of you that says, well, Ford calls it a Mustang, it's a Mustang. So obviously I'm the owner of this 2025 Mustang Mach-E. This is the premium, so it has like the GT-ish looking front end on it. And it is a great car. So let me start off with that. Great vehicle, I love it very much. But I would not consider this a Mustang. If you do consider yours a Mustang, that's fine. Because it is, because Ford says it is. But I think the name Mach-E is pretty neat all by itself. The Ford Mach-E. So my goal, since it's my car and I can do whatever I want, is to make it not a Mustang. So it starts with center caps. And guess what? My Ford Maverick was my aha moment when I started comparing all the parts. Same Ford center caps, a little bit of difference. Wheels, that's the easy part. This, on the back, it's dirty, I know. Not too bad. Kind of flat here. This is easy to remove. There are some clips behind it. Share with you my idea on that in a minute. But let's talk about the hardest thing on the car right here. So it's a little bit easier if you have a Select or a Premium without the Sport Appearance package like this 2025, because this is a little flatter. But here's what I'm thinking. So again, Maverick black package, OEM logo, just covers, fits perfectly, and it's got that black and white look, which looks really good with my black and white car. But the problem is, this is flat. This has got all kinds of angles. This is secured with some clips behind the grill. Can't just stick this on here without it looking goofy. Before we go any further, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Alright, so here for the back logo. This is held on with a couple little like push pins, but it's mostly just double-sided stick tape. So I'm taking some fishing line. So kind of pull that behind here to try to loosen up the tape, and you can see the fishing line just broke. And you'll need to go through some, but also a non-marine plastic pry tool like this will be of great assistance if you're trying to save the Running Horse logo. Good luck with that. But I put the masking tape on to kind of, that way when I pry around this, I'm not damaging the paint. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of sawing back and forth across the logo. So that horse is off there. You can see what we're left with. So if you're just trying to debadge the car, you've got some big holes that you don't want there. So again, we're covering this up so it doesn't matter. Now I got to work on getting this off. So like a plastic razor blade is a good option. And some, my car's not very old, so this stuff's kind of coming off. Might be able to just use my finger and kind of roll it off like this. That's what I'll probably do. If I have anything stubborn, again, plastic tool like this, maybe a little bit of WD-40 or PV Blaster or something, helps break up the adhesive. I'm going to try to get most of it off by hand before I do that, because once you do that, it's hard to get off by hand. Just cleaning everything up. Okay, so the logo that I'm using, again, is from this is a Ford Maverick part. So here's the part number that I picked. So again, this one isn't very cheap either. You can see it's really slick back here. Now the problem, so it's got tabs on it. They don't fit the tabs here. So I'm gonna have to cut these off. I'm just gonna use like one of the vibrating saws and just go right across there and right across here. But it does have double-sided tape across the whole back of it. So once I get those out of the way, I'll just put a couple dabs of glue on that plastic. And it looks like these will cover the holes completely with the double-sided sticks. So I don't have to worry about any leaks. Alright, so we got one shot at this. Use your camera as a guide. Step back and look at it. That looks good. Alright, Alright, that looks a little bit better, I'd say. Then I took a basically new old stock, older style 21 to 23 GT grill, and I sanded it all down and filled where the horse was. Once I got that done, I had to custom cut an ABS piece of plastic in oval to kind of cover where that was at. Glued that in place. Then I used just a little bit of a vinyl wrap right here. Put that on, and then put this. This is just a Ford oval emblem, the exact same size as the one on the rear, and it's called a 3D dome. So basically, it's a sticker, but it's raised. I was able to find that on Etsy, and I applied that. So here is the finished product for the front of the car. I think it turned out good. I'm happy with it. And just for the fun of it, I added a Mach-E, the same logo that's on the side. I put it on the rear of the car, on the tailgate here. Just kind of total transformation from the running horse to the Ford logo. Very subtle. Car still looks wonderful. So again, if you're a diehard, this is a Mustang because Ford says it is. That's great. Enjoy your Mustang. Some of us, though, appreciate the vehicle for what it is. It's a Mach-E. It's a totally different vehicle than obviously the gas-powered two-door Mustang. This is a four-door SUV. I'm really excited with how it turned out. Again, I do love this vehicle. It's probably one of the nicest Fords I've ever owned. Super happy with it. The only other thing that I consider doing is changing the airbag. Now there is a way to do this. If you just use, I believe, an airbag from a 25 or 26 Maverick, and it will snap right in and plug right in place of that, and we'll have the Ford logo. It's a little more expensive though. We're talking $300 on eBay if you can find one. So that may come in the future. For now though, I'm okay with it. So again, might bring some hate. Some of you might like this. I'm just putting it out there in case anybody else wants to do this. This was definitely kind of not for the faint of the heart. It took a little longer than I wanted it to, just to do this front end, because it involved, sanding and painting a grill and, quite a bit of work, but I'm pleased with how it turned out. As always, I appreciate you watching the video, coming along. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. I'll have links to all the stuff that I used to do this conversion. Basically just the center caps, the rear emblem, the front emblem. Again, I sourced a completely separate GT grill and then, sanded it down and made it kind of like fully gloss black. So thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you later.